Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti, and it is Wednesday afternoon. We have 10 races we want to show you. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions.
We kick off closing week of the summer racing season with a fast main track and a firm turf course beneath partly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the upper 80s. First race of the day over the turf at 7.5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a $20,000 price tag. A field of 8 signed on. First race favorites included the 6 Ruckus and the 8 Southern Sea.
Racing at Gulfstream. Poor beginnings for both Fuzzy Irish Rascal and Rhythm of Samard. Quick start for Southern Sea from between horses. Golani away in the top flight, and Private Bellamy comes away in a bit tight, now angling off the fence to race in third, as Golani is hard to handle. Daddy's Teller sent wide through that first turn, and Ruckus was carried out even wider. It's a stretch of 2 to Fuzzy Irish Rascal, then Rhythm of Samard, and Grand Chief settles into stride at the back of the field as they race around the first turn. From the outside post to the rail, Southern Sea leads by a neck. Ruckus now moves to challenge while 3 wide second. Private Bellamy rein back third. From fourth, it's the gray Daddy's Teller, then Golani. 2.5 to Fuzzy Irish Rascal, racing ahead of Rhythm of Samard, and Grand Chief is unhurried under Jose Bautista, about 7 lengths behind through the opening quarter in 24 seconds flat. They race to the final half mile of the contest, and Ruckus is on the outside of Southern Sea, and their heads apart for the lead. 3 lengths back to the inside, and third is Private Bellamy. From fourth and Daddy's Teller. Golani gets started again while 3 wide, working 4 ahead of Fuzzy Irish Rascal, then Rhythm of Samard and Grand Chief. Around the far turn they go. They win an opening half mile in 48-2. Up front, Ruckus now puts ahead in front. Southern Sea boxing on second. Golani is 40-1 and on a rebid third. Daddy's Teller at a 1 pace from fourth. Stretch of 3 to Grand Chief, who rallies inside of Fuzzy Irish Rascal, and they're at the top of the stretch. Ruckus at 5-2 now overhauls Southern Sea and takes the lead. Grand Chief from last and charging hard on the outside. Here's Grand Chief and Jose Bautista in the center of the course, taking over the lead and moving away in deep stretch. It will be Grand Chief for Victor Barboza Jr. to win it, going away by 4 lengths. Ruckus second, Daddy's Teller third, Golani fourth, and Southern Sea completes the high 5 in 1:34 flat.
From last to first to win in the Wednesday opener, number 1 Grand Chief runs down the pace setter inside the final furlong under Jose Bautista, who's been riding lights out here the last couple of weeks. Victor Barboza Jr. gets another training victory as he battles it out for leading trainer of the summer season, the winning owner's Gran Pollo stable. To the second race and the start of the yearly pick 4, 7 furlongs over the main track. Florida-bred maiden claimers in for a $25,000 price tag. Scratch the 3 Little Florentina, a field of 5. The favorite was the 2 One Direction Song.
And they're off. On the inside, One Direction Song and Adacinda, the first 2 to begin from Hannah Catherine and Boston Mine. And at the back of the field is Commission. She'll do her best running later. She drops better than 4 lengths off the lead. The lead is held narrowly by One Direction Song, with Adacinda poking through inside. Adacinda now extends the lead to 3 parts of a length. One Direction Song is second. Hannah Catherine is third. 2 back to Boston Mine fourth, with Commissioned on her inside. They complete a quarter in 22-4, and they race to the half-mile pole. Edgard Zayas, offensive-minded, with Adacinda, who leads a length and a quarter. One Direction Song kept after by Batista in second. Hannah Catherine poised to strike for Tyler G, racing in third. Then back to Boston Mine and Commissioned as they round the far turn. 3/8 of a mile away, Adacinda has the lead, the margin a half a length. On the outside, One Direction Song stays with her second. Hannah Catherine 3 wide while third. Commissioned at the rail is fourth, and Boston Mine is now fifth and last as they run to the top of the stretch. Up front, Adacinda asked to kick for home, and she maintains control while holding inside position. One Direction Song to the attack second. On the outside, and Hannah Catherine up the rail and Commissioned with 3/16 to go. The leader is still Adacinda by a length and a quarter. Hannah Catherine charging hard on the outside, and here she comes. Back to third, and One Direction Song with Commissioned. 1/16 of a mile away. Adacinda dead game. Hannah Catherine is second, and it's still Adacinda to the finish. Adacinda wins. Hannah Catherine second, One Direction Song third, fourth was Commissioned, then Boston Mine in 1:26-1.
Number 1, Adacinda, was very game in victory in today's second race, repelling all challenges and getting that elusive diploma to jockey Edgard Zayas for Force of Nature Farms and trainer Jenna Antonucci. 4, Hannah Catherine second, 2, One Direction Song third. Time for a timeout. When we come back, we'll continue with Wednesday's action. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for race number 3 on the card, 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $8,000. We had a field of 8 sign on. The favorite was the 5, Dominate.
And they're off. Picture perfect beginning. From the inside, Rizwan gets the first call. Fan base is being sent along from an outside gate. Also away in the top flight, Wild Mongolia and Ginger Goose, as fan base now crosses and clears for Edgard Zayas and leads the way by a length and a half. Ginger Goose second, Wild Mongolia third, with Sea Cookie fourth. The favorite Dominate floated about 4 wide around that first turn while racing in fifth, 2 in front of Rizwan. He won the start but settles in off the speed. Starship Frontier is second last, and the trailer is Friends with K-Mill. Down the backstretch they go, and Fanbase has the lead by a length. Ginger Goose second, Sea Cookie third. Wild Mongolia works between that duo, racing in fourth now, behind an opening quarter in 24-1. Then in the purple, it's the favorite Dominate. He's in range, only 3 lengths off the lead, working 3.5 in front of Starship Frontier. Rizwan has lost a bit of ground. He's now second last, and Friends with K-Mill continues 8th and last as they swing to the far turn. Fanbase yet to be reeled in. He leads it 3 parts of a length. On the outside, and Ginger Goose second. Dominate has rail position for the far turn run. He's racing in third. Sea Cookie fourth, and Wild Mongolia. Rizwan inching a bit closer, so is Starship Frontier, and Friends with K-Mill is last as they run to the top of the stretch. Ginger Goose up to issue the challenge to Fanbase. Fanbase digs in. Ginger Goose on the outside now alongside the leader second. Dominate is put to pressure from third, then Starship Frontier. 3/16 of a mile to go. Now with the lead, it's Fanbase who battles back. Dominate under a full head of steam, and Starship Frontier punching up the rail with Rizwan charging hard on the outside. Here's Rizwan trying to run them all down. Rizwan surging to the lead. Starship Frontier second. Rizwan will do it. Starship Frontier second. Friends with K-Mill third. Then Fanbase and Dominate in 1:32.4.
A stakes winner in his past, number 2, Rizwan, returns to his winning ways as he rallies from far back down the center of the course under Jose Alvarez, Rod and Jack Racing, and trainer Desmond Ward. Second, number 1, Starship Frontier, ahead of the 3, Friends with K-Mill, who ran third. We turn our attention next to race number 4, 2-year-old starter allowance race at 6 furlongs. A field of 5 signed on. The favorites were the 1, Coal Miner's Son, and the 2, Easter Vigil.
And they're off. From between horses, Easter Vigil hits the ground running and tries to clear the field. From the outside, U.S. Soldier comes away to race in second. Rogue Patriot is third. Coal Miner's Son gets the shuffle to the back of the field, with Little Doubt moving up and by him, separated by 3 lengths in the run to the half-mile pole. Tyler Gaffleone and Easter Vigil have the lead narrowly. U.S. Soldier is 3 wide in second. Rogue Patriot between horses. Then back to Little Doubt and Coal Miner's Son. The opening quarter was complete in just 22-4. Around the far turn they go. Inside position and a narrow lead to Easter Vigil. Up alongside now, U.S. Soldier right with him. Rogue Patriot tries to hang tough from between horses. Leonel Reyes working Coal Miner's Son off the fence into the clear for an opportunity. And the trailer is now Little Doubt as they run to the top of the stretch. U.S. Soldier has put away Easter Vigil and Rogue Patriot. He'll have to deal with Coal Miner's Son, who's moving up on the outside. They're at the top of the stretch. They went 46 seconds for the opening half mile. U.S. Soldier, a narrow leader. Coal Miner's Son with the momentum on the outside, and Coal Miner's Son now roused to the lead and moving away. U.S. Soldier is clearly second, then Rogue Patriot and Easter Vigil, but 3 in a row for Coal Miner's Son. He'll win it by a length and a quarter. Second is U.S. Soldier ahead of Rogue Patriot third, Little Doubt fourth, and Easter Vigil in 1:11.3.
Number 1, Coal Miner's Son, has now won 3 in a row as he kicks on gamest of all to win today's 4th race for trainer Monty Thomas and jockey Leonel Reyes, winning owner Pedro Alarcon. Second, number 4, U.S. Soldier, well clear of the 3, Rogue Patriot, who ran third. To the 5th race now on the start of today's Rainbow 6. We're sprinting on turf at 5 furlongs. Fillies and mares in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch the 4, Miss Martha. A field of 7. The favorite was the 8, Kiss the Crown.
they're off. Level beginning. Southern and Sassy gets the first call. Star Miley is moving up. Here's Misty Ballerina quickly on the attack. Splitting horses and joining the top flight now is Eternal Tempest as they run to the half-mile pole. Eternal Tempest puts ahead in front of Misty Ballerina, who's back to second. Talisa's on the outside and now taking over third. She's marching forward, too. She's up into a joint second. Kiss the Crown drops over to the rail, getting inside of Star Miley, who works two in front of Southern and Sassy, and Wildwood Cotton is last of all as they speed around the far turn. Up front, Eternal Tempest leads by a length and a half under Alvaro Doniz. Talisa is second, Misty Ballerina's third. From fourth and tacking on a bit is Kiss the Crown ahead of Star Miley. Then Wildwood Cotton and Southern and Sassy as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Eternal Tempest has 3/16 more to get, leads it by a length and a quarter. Talisa continues to charge hard and she collars the leader now with an eighth of a mile to go. Talisa 2 on top. Misty Ballerina hits her best stride and Southern and Sassy rolls at the rail. In deep stretch and clear to the finish is Amisael Jaramillo and Talisa. They won it by 2.5. Very close for second between Southern and Sassy and Misty Ballerina in 58 flat.
Nice start and a nice stretch kick from the daughter of With Distinction. Number 7, Talisa, kicked by the pace setter inside the final furlong to get the victory under Amisael Jaramillo for Rich Averill Racing Stable and trainer Ralph Sadie. 2, Southern and Sassy from way back to get second ahead of 3, Misty Ballerina, who ran third. Early pick 4, $179.25, and early pick 5 worth $693.60. Time for a timeout. When we come back, the late pick 5. Don't go away.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. Florida-bred 2-year-old maidens at 6 furlongs. Scratch the 7, No Honor, No Deal. Field of 7. Favorites include 2, Marquee Moon, and 6, Salambo.
And they're off. From between horses, that's Kingston Pike who gets the first call. Little Plumber quickly up the challenge. Up on the outside, JoJo Spencer away in the top flight. He's now second. Splitting horses, Salambo moving out the rail, Marquee Moon. 2 in front of Wildcat's Legacy. And Star Wancho is last of all as the speed of Little Plumber lands him in front. Little Plumber and Eddie Nunez past the half-mile pole, working on a length lead. The favorite is on the inside. Marquee Moon needs racing room behind a 22-1 opening quarter as Salambo takes second, keeping the favorite bottled up. Marquee Moon down toward the inside third. Ridden hard and not responding, JoJo Spencer. Passed by Wildcat's Legacy. Kingston Pike calls it an afternoon, and Star Wancho is at the back of the field while wide as they run to the top of the stretch. There's a quarter of a mile left to go with the lead, Little Plumber. Here's a sharp move from Wildcat's Legacy on the outside. Wildcat's Legacy and Edgard Zayas under a full head of steam now, and they sweep up to take over. Marquee Moon put into the clear to try to catch Salambo for second. Late run from Star Wancho, but through the final furlong, this one's over. Give it to Wildcat's Legacy, moving away sharply in deep stretch. Wildcat's Legacy and Edgard Zayas wrapped up in the end, and they won it by 5. Salambo second. Kingston Pike re-rallies for third ahead of Marquee Moon, then Star Wancho in 111 flat.
Nice performance from the first-time starter from the Ralph Nick shed row. Number 3, Wildcat's Legacy, powers away, finishes up in a pretty good time given the category of the race. Edgard Zayas on board for the winning ride for owner and breeders Alan Braun and Ken English. We move now to race number 7 and the start of the late pick 4, 5 furlongs on turf. Claimers in for a $16,000 price tag. Scratch the 4, Our Run to Perfection. A field of 7 signed on. The bettors like the 7, Tale of Cantharos, who was the lukewarm choice.
And they're off. Picture perfect beginning. Toward the inside, Journey's End gets the first call. Moving up on the outside is Tale of Cantharos to be second. Splitting horses, Mud in Your Eye. Alongside him is Mill Hill Place with Shackelford Storm out wide. Stretch of 2 to Twist Cat Candy, and Rangers Coming is last of all with less than half a mile to go. Into the far turn they go, and Sebastian Saez in the lukewarm choice. Tale of Cantharos now lead a length and a quarter. Mud in Your Eye is second. Down at the rail, Journey's End out 3 wide, Mill Hill Place. 4 wide and trying to improve is Shackelford Storm racing ahead of Twist Cat Candy, and still at the back is Rangers Coming. They run to the top of the stretch now, and up front, Tale of Cantharos off the fence a bit, but leads by 2. Toward the inside, Journey's End down the center and running on a bit is Shackleford Storm with Mud in Your Eye between horses. Late run from Rangers Coming. Final furlong and kicking it in is Tale of Cantharos. He's still well clear. Tale of Cantharos and Sebastian Saez will win it and win it by 3 in the end. Rangers Coming gets second, Shackleford Storm third, then Mud in Your Eye and Twist Cat Candy in 58 left.
Bettors knew what they were doing in today's 7th race as number 7, Tale of Cantharos, really never faced a threat inside the final quarter of a mile. Sebastian Saez piloted the son of Cantharos to the winning run for trainer Steve Glaceris and owner James Glaceris. Number 5, Rangers Coming was last a long way, but rallied to get second ahead of the 8, Shackleford Storm, who finished third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon and the start of the Elite Pick 3. We're sprinting on the main track at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. A field of 8 sign on. The favorite was the 1, Easy's Mistress.
And they're off. Queen Roller was away well on the outside and moving to challenge as She Spoiled. Away in third is God Glee. Out wide is 3 Illusions. Stretch of 2 to Valiant Princess. Then to the outside Working Carol K. Easy's Mistress, the favorite, sets up shop second last. And it's 3 to the trailer, Livin' a Dream. Down the backstretch and going to the half-mile pole, Queen Roller has the lead 3 parts of a length. On the outside, and She Spoiled from second, 3 wide and 3 Illusions. At the rail, it's God Glee. Between horses, Valiant Princess, followed out wide by Working Carol K. 2.5 clear of the favorite Easy's Mistress, who's yet to get underway, but she's not far behind. No more than 5 lengths off the speed, and the trailer is Livin' a Dream. All 8 of them in with the chances. They go to the quarter-mile pole. On the outside, and 3 Illusions to take over from Queen Roller. Working Carol K. Widest of all, then chiming into it. Trying to run on from the back is God Glee. Easy's Mistress has not picked up her feet with 3/16 to go. 3 Illusions back for more and puts ahead in front again. Working Carol K alongside second. Queen Roller is now third. From the outside and late run from Easy's Mistress. 16th to go. 3 Illusions fending off challenges on both sides. 3 Illusions, gamest of all. Second, Working Carol K. Third was Queen Roller. Then Easy's Mistress in a photo for fourth was She Spoiled and 111-1.
Game performance from the daughter of Algorithms, number 8, 3 Illusions, turns away challenges from both sides to prevail in the stretch run under jockey Leonel Reyes for LMW 256 Racing and trainer Augustin Bazara. 6, Working Carol K. second, 5, Queen Roller third. Time for a commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the late daily double. Up next, turf racing. Don't go away.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career in show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 9 on the card, 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $8,000. Scratch the 4, Viva Bertha. Scratch the 7, Antia. A field of 7. The favorite was the 9, Legend of the Kitten.
And they're off. Good start from between horses for Lil Smarty Pants, who reaches out to take the lead. Moving out the rail, Congressional Storm has speed. These two in lockstep as they charge to the first turn. Down on the inside and now a joint third is Breakaway alongside Get a Room in the two-path. Then it's Ariel's Flyer and Dancing Wind. And the early trailer is the favorite, Legend of the Kitten. She's in no hurry at this stage of the race. She's about 6 or 7 lengths off the lead. And that lead now held narrowly by Lil Smarty Pants. Lil Smarty Pants and Abby Medina lead 3 parts of a length. Congressional Storm is second. Breakaway is now racing third, about 2.5 lengths off the pace setter. Get a Room is on her outside. Then back to Ariel's Flyer ahead of Dancing Wind. And Legend of the Kitten is allowed to stretch her legs at the back of the field. And she's still only about 6 lengths off the lead through the opening quarter and an energetic 23 and 3. The race to the half-mile pole, Lil Smarty Pants a length and a quarter. Breakaway is second. Congressional Storm begins to lose ground. She's now back fourth, passed by Get a Room. Then Ariel's Flyer and Dancing Wind, and having to negotiate some traffic as Legend of the Kitten. She's in range, though, behind an opening half-mile and 48 and 3. Around the far turn they go. Lil Smarty Pants had that early tussle with Congressional Storm, but she maintains the lead at 8-5. Breakaway driven to try to gain ground second. Get a Room is an all-in third. Then back to Ariel's Flyer. Legend of the Kitten has not fired her best shot yet, and time ticking away with less than a quarter of a mile to go. They've yet to reel in Lil Smarty Pants after 3 quarters in 1:13 and 2. She has a 2-length lead. Breakaway flat to the boards trying to gain ground second. Clear of Ariel's Flyer, then Legend of the Kitten. But with a 16th to go, the leader and winner is Lil Smarty Pants. Lil Smarty Pants and Abby Medina all the way from Breakaway second, Ariel's Flyer third, then Legend of the Kitten and Congressional Storm in 1:32 and 3.
Upset winner of today's 9th race, number 3, Lil Smarty Pants, has an early tussle with Congressional Storm and turns away all challenges in the stretch run under Abby Medina for trainer Ruben Munhas at Audubon Racing Stable. It was 2, Breakaway, who did everything but win. She was well clear for second, ahead of the 6, Ariel's Flyer, who spices up a nice drive while finishing third. To the 10th and final race, 5.5 furlongs over the main track. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. A field of 9, the favorites to 5, Flying Queen.
And runners away. Off poorly, a Distinct Espresso. Good start for Florentine Sky, who hits the ground running, moving at the rail. That's Jess Veronica to take over second. Picky Girl's away in the top flight. So is Great Try, and so is Flying Girl. Then back to the outside, Tuesday's Rose ahead of Still Beautiful. Peaceful Warrior Girl is second last, and left behind last is Distinct Espresso. She's dropped better than 30 lengths off the lead. Around the far turn they go. Florentine Sky leads at the 3 furlong point, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Picky Girl with Great Try, and the favorite Flying Girl still right there. Then it's a gap of 2 to Tuesday's Rose, ridden trying to gain about 4 lengths off the lead. At the rail, that's just Veronica ahead of Still Beautiful with less than a quarter of a mile to go. They converge on Florentine Sky, who cuts the corner and maintains a narrow lead. In the center, Tuesday's Rose, Still Beautiful, charging hard with Picky Girl. 1/8 of a mile to go. Florentine Sky, Tuesday's Rose, Picky Girl. These 3 go on, and Tuesday's Rose on the outside has the momentum. Now Flying Girl's back for more with Picky Girl, but Tuesday's Rose gives Zayas 3 on the card. Picky Girl was second, Flying Queen third, Peaceful Warrior Girl fourth in 1:06 and 2.
Number 9, Tuesday's Rose, installed as the 2-to-1 morning line choice, drifted up a bit to 3-to-1 and rallies for the score on the drop-in class, giving jockey Edgar Zayas his 3rd winner of the day. This one for trainer Doug Potter and owner Deborah Smith. It was 8, Picky Girl second, ahead of 5, Flying Queen third. Late pick 5, Healthy, $21,823.30. No winners in the Rainbow 6, 5 of 6 today, worth $297.90. That triggers a Thursday carryover of $10,653.24.
And that wraps up Wednesday's card. We're right back here on Thursday. 11 races with a 1:15 post. Great week to be at beautiful Gulfstream Park. We'll be running all the way till Sunday. And don't forget on Sunday, mandatory payout day. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.